Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita, we are in chapter 8. Abhay continued his attempts to improve Sajjana Tosani. Hare Krishna, Minaka Mataji, are you there?
Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you. I can
One
read.
second, Mataji. Yeah, you can start, Mataji. I'm getting just. You can start. You can see.
Yes. Abhi continued his attempts to improve Sanjana Tosani. For him, it was not a perfunctory duty, but absorbing preaching. In a letter to Bhakti Saranga Goswami, he expressed anxiety over waiting for him to send articles for the next issue. Funds were scarce, so scarce that Abhi had no decent doi, and yet he continued to envision a glorious future for Sanjana Tosani. I wish to see this paper just to the standard of illustrated weekly, with numerous pictures in order to make it very popular literature, and for this I wish to move myself to secure subscribers as well as advertisers. I wish to visit good businessmen, insurance companies, and government officers in this connection. But I have no proper dress at all. I want 2 sets of good dresses in order to take up this responsibility, and I shall be glad to have your decision on this matter. It is my heart's desire that this paper is improved to the highest elevation. Abhi also requested that Bhakti Saranga Goswami help him publish his Hindi Chaitanya Karitamrita. Some non-Bengali gentlemen were demanding the book and had assured Abhi that they would pay 25 rupees per volume. Abhi requested a loan of 600 rupees under any arrangement suitable to Bhakti Saranga Goswami for publishing the first part of his work. If this part is sold out, Abhi wrote, the other parts will automatically come out. But just as life in the Gaudiya Sangha and work on the Sanjana Tosani under Bhakti Saranga Goswami have produced strain for Abhi's ambitions for increased circulation and his strong editorial opinions also created strain for Bhakti Saranga Goswami. In response to Abhi's letter, Bhakti Saranga Goswami's secretary Ramananda wrote a letter full of flowery praises of Bhaktivedanta Prabhu, but with the intent of dismissing him from his position with the Gaudiya Sangha. With innumerable humble obeisances at the lotus feet of Vaishnava, Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhu, we received your letter written to Sri Guru Maharaja on May 10th, 55. Your project is very lofty, and you are a wisher of our society. We got to know that also. Since the last 2 months, in spite of so many difficulties, the difficulties of Prashadam and misunderstanding of the devotees there, and in spite of various other difficulties, the kind enthusiasm that you have shown, that is possible only for an elevated Vaishnava like yourself. You are a favorite Vaishnava, Sri Prabupada, and a friend of all special associates of Sri Prabhupada. Most of the devotees of Gaudiya Sangha Asrama in Delhi are new and less respectful. They cannot give proper respect to an elevated personality like yourself, especially the lofty speculations that you have. Our society at the present circumstances has little ideas. We hope with all your qualities, very soon you will become settled independently and fulfilling desires of Sri Prabhupada. Start preaching very widely. We are suspecting that it won't be possible for an able and respectable Vaishnava like yourself to stay there long, adjusting with the illiterate and less educated devotees of the Gaudiya Sangha in Delhi. Moreover, you are the head of the editorial board of Srimad Keshava Maharaja's Vedanta Samati Gaudiya Patrika and Bhagavata Patrika. So if you spend much more in your ashrama, then he might become annoyed. So if you spend much more time in our ashram, then he might become annoyed. With many devotees, he is setting out to circumambulate the land of Braja, and we are sure that he will need your assistance in this parikrama. So you consider all the pros and cons, and if you do not neglect the duty as a leader of his organization, you will be pleased. Some articles have been sent for the October issues, Sanjana Toshini, and some more might be sent. We will be very much obliged if you would instruct Keshavananda Prabhu to publish the October issue. We hope that Sri Sri Guru Maharaja will be able to personally publish the November and December issues. We wish to transfer it to Calcutta from the month of January. Sri Sri Guru Maharaja has become old, and most of the time he has to depend on us. We are happy to know that you are trying very hard to publish the Chaitanya Charitamrita in Hindi. But at the present circumstances, it won't be possible for us to invest 600 rupees from our fund in order to print that, because Sri Sri Guru Maharaja has taken up many projects in different directions now, and he has to spend a lot of money. So he can't take the responsibility of printing that book. Keshavananda Prabhu wrote that your clothes are getting torn. So buy a pair of clothes from the fund of the temple. If the devotees commit offenses at your lotus feet due to short-sightedness, please forgive them. Signed, the servant of the Vaishnava Sri Ramananda Das. It was not a fact that Abi was being called for leadership in Keshava Maharaja's parikrama, although it was a good excuse for Ramananda suggesting that Abi leave the Gaudiya Sangha. So after living as a dutiful member in the ashramas of Keshava Maharaja and Bhaktisaranga Maharaj, Abi was again on his own.